Welcome back, my motor junkies. This one's gonna be dirt bikes versus street bikes or crotch rockets. So you're a new rider, you're looking to get into the sport of motorcycling. Just be careful when you're merging, you just don't know what someone's doing. So sports bikes versus crotch rockets. Say you're a new rider, you're getting in the sport, you don't got a lot of money, you're looking for a cheap beginner bike, and both out of the both options, dirt bike and a sport bike, there's a lot of possibilities. And first of all, you gotta decide where you're gonna ride. Alright, the first thing you're gonna need to decide is where you're gonna be riding at. Do you have access to a dirt track, and do you have a truck to transport it? That's the first thing. And that's if you're getting an off-road bike. If you don't have any of those things, a place to ride or a way of transporting it, like a truck or a trailer or something like that, or the trailer hitch carrier, then I wouldn't get the dirt bike. I really suggest not riding on the street like those goons do. Where I live, that's a big no-no. There's cops everywhere. There's usually one sitting right here. So if you really, though, want to do dirt, I suggest getting the dual sport with the turn signals and stuff. Then you should be good to go. You can do 50-50, 50 dirt, 50% dirt, 50% street. Or you can just do all dirt, or you can do all street. So there's a whole bunch of options out there. Check out my other video of best bikes for under 1,000 and best motorcycles for new riders. Ah, fuck, I knew we were gonna fucking get that one. So look at my other videos. I have some good options for under 1,000 for off-road, dual sport, street legal dirt bikes, and crotch rocket sport bikes. So check out those other videos. So I'd say for the crotch rocket, you know, new rider, you want to ride street or dirt. That's 0 to 50 right there. I would say the Ninja 250 is probably your best bet for the price. You know, simplicity, maintenance. So you can't beat the Ninja 250. But make a whole bunch of them out there. They shouldn't be too hard to find either. Some dirt bikes are pretty hard to find, and people really want them. You know, there's so many Ninjas out there, but they're easy to get for a good price. So you can be the Ninja 250, and then Honda makes the CBR 250, and I don't know if Jix or Yamaha or Suzuki, if they make any 250 crotch rockets. But if they do, I bet they're expensive. But the CBR is going to be more expensive than the older Ninja, and probably even the newer Ninjas, the 300. So it's hard for new riders if you don't have more than like 1,000, if you don't have more than like 1,000 or 2,000, it's going to be hard to get like a newer crotch rocket. You're going to have to settle for something like this, and this is good. I love this thing. This thing can do anything you want. It's good on the highway. It's fast. torque, you know, you might have to modify it some. And look at my restoration video. Check that one out. And that video is of how I got this Ninja 250. Got it for 300 bucks. It was orange. It didn't run. So many problems, but I fixed them all up, and look what I have now. It's a daily driver, reliable, gets me to wherever I need to be. So I really suggest getting the older Ninja 250, the pre-gens, or if you have a little bit extra money and you're looking for the newer body style or the newer fairings, then get the Ninja 250R or the Ninja 300 fuel injected. But that's if you have the money. And when I started dirt biking, I didn't have more than $1,000, and I settled with my 1996 Suzuki DR 125. Rode that thing every day, saved up money, and then when I had enough, I sold it off Craigslist, good price too, and bought a new bike. Yeah, this thing's pretty fast uphill too. Might have a downshift. So on the dirt bikes, you can find any 90s dirt bike, you know, off-road only, especially the two-strokes, for under $1,000. 90s, like all four of the manufacturers: Honda, Yamaha, Suzuki, and Kawasaki. You can find their older motocross bikes. You know, look for a barn find, one that hasn't been ridden since, like, you know, 15 years ago or something, that their kid raced or that they used to race. Get one of those ones that's just been sitting there. And they're out there. It all really depends how much money you got. And when you're on Craigslist, just be careful. You just never know if they're gonna rip you off. And know a little bit about that model. You know, the problems that they have, so you can kind of check. But you won't know for sure. And they're all a gamble. Everything you buy is a gamble until you get home and really, like, start driving it and seeing how, you know, it is. If it, like, doesn't shift into 6th gear or past 60 miles an hour, it shakes or something like that. And then the dual sport. And those are... Sorry, I'm getting a little tired. And those dual sports, you can get those for under $1,000 to $2,000, but they're going to be older. The newer ones are like $5,000, so you usually won't have... If you're new, buy new, don't buy... Or, I mean, buy used, don't buy new. You just won't know if you like it or not. You don't want to spend all that kind of money. So yeah, the dual sports, you can find older ones back in the 90s, like a 90s Suzuki DR 125 200 or the 350 or the 400 model for under $1,000 to $2,000. You can find the KLR 250 for about that price too, $1,000 to $2,000. That's a good bike too, dual sport, 4-stroke. Oh, there's a Harley. Yeah, it's a little cold to be riding. He was wearing a big jacket too. No helmet though. Whew. It's nippy out today. So I'm not looking too forward to the winter. I mean, snowboarding will be back. I try to make some snowboard videos. I'm not too good. I had a really bad crash on a ramp. Or on a rail. at Round Top. Haven't been there, and I skipped last season, but I really wanted to go this season. So I'll be making one of those. And you can get the Yamaha. You can get the Yamaha XT 225 cc's for 1,000 to 2,000, and that's a good bike. So I suggest Suzuki DR, Yamaha XT, Kawasaki KLR. These are dual sports. And Honda, I forget what the Honda's is. I think it's called the CRF 250 or the 230, 230L or something. I'm not sure how much you can get those for. But they're probably a good option too if you don't have that much money. So just have to decide which one you want to get. But they all can be attained for pretty cheap off Craigslist. You can get some really good deals. Get started. But nothing about motorcycling or starting motorcycling is fast. Like, I just remember when I first started to ride, I was just waiting to get my bike, and it seemed like it was like months. Like, I wanted to ride. Well, I think I got my permit first, but I wanted to ride. Well, I didn't have a bike, and I just sat waiting for like a year until I finally got one. I think I rode that thing like illegally because I didn't have it wasn't insured or registered or something. I just rode it. I was just practicing. So and then you'll have to get your permit and license, and that'll take, you know, however long it takes in your state. In Pennsylvania, it's pretty easy. You just have to wait in line and then take the 15-question test and then get your permit. But then when you take the riding test 6 months later or something, or after so many hours, like 40 hours of ride time or something like that, then you'll do the written or the riding test. You'll have to do it's getting real dark. So you have to take that riding test. That's not too hard. You have to do the figure eights, you have to swerve, you have to downshift. I forget some other stuff. It's been a while. It's been like maybe like 3-4 years since I did it. So take the test, then you have to get a bike, get that insured, or transfer the title and then get it insured. You know, wait for your registration to come in the mail or your insurance to come in the mail. Wouldn't suggest riding without it. Get your bike impounded or something first day. So if you have $1,000, you should be fine to buy. Well, I'd say 2,000. If you have 2,000, then you can buy some gear and stuff. And yeah, I'll be talking about gear. You'll need, you know, a helmet. Well, helmet's the minimum. If you're riding street, the helmet's the minimum. If you're riding dirt, most clubs or tracks or organizations will make you wear a helmet, boots, pants, goggles, all that, the whole 9 yards. So you have to factor that in, and then that can get pretty expensive, like motocross helmets, motocross pants. Helmet can run you $100, the pants can run you $100, the boots can run you like $200. They get expensive. Then you probably could get gloves and a jersey. But it can be as cheap as you want it, and it can be as expensive as you want to make it, right? But I suggest getting started. Early you get started, the early you can ride. And alright guys, I'm going to catch you on the next one, so please leave a like, comment, and share the video, and leave some suggestions of what video I should make next. Catch you guys on the flip side. Peace.